I want to talk to you today about soul transformation or living more fully from the soul. Three things about that. What does it feel like? Why would we want to do it? How might it already be happening for you? So, the first one, what does it feel like to live more fully from the soul? As a partial expert, someone who's still learning to live more fully from the soul, but definitely has gotten some of that under my experience belt, it's an ultimate freedom for me. The reason I like it most is because the things that really deviled me and really held me in the past, fear of money, fear of being valuable, things from my childhood, things that felt like they really weighed on me and kept me trapped. When I'm living from the soul, it's not that they don't matter, but they blend almost and integrate, and they have a place so that I'm able to live with them and almost outside of them in harmony with them. And that's a level of freedom that's unparalleled in terms of feeling. Um, it feels like those days when you're just going from task to task and you already know what to do, and it's full of ease and value and reward. It's a deep satisfaction, and it's really different from the happiness we envision of when we have this, we'll be happy. When I'm working in this situation, I'll finally be happy. When my partner is finally like this, when I'm finally no longer like this. All of those things, it doesn't really have any contingencies. It's just when you can sink back into the soul feeling, satisfaction is just there for you. It's just a state that you can enter into with that. And all those things can still exist as they are, and you find a sense of harmony and peace with it. So that's what the experience is like. Why would we want to do that? The experience, for one, is a really good reason. It's just a more pleasant lifestyle. I really enjoy it more in the times that I am versus when I am not. But why? There's a lot of functional reasons why, and I think at the core of all of them are we're all here for a purpose, and that purpose can be really non-traditional of what we think. It can be something like to experience love, to learn about compassion. It can also be to show up and share our truth. That could be another purpose, and we can have a multi-layered purpose. But whatever the soul DNA code of our purpose is, it's within us. And we already know it. And it's already coming out in certain ways and has been since we were born. Through the things we loved as children, through the ways that we approach our work today. Who do you show up as in the workplace? Are you the mother? Are you the leader? You know, all these facets of why our purpose is here with us show up no matter what we do. So it doesn't have to be, your whole life geared around this thing. You can just embody this purpose more, bring it to what your life already is, and see how that life can up level if that's what you want, can transform exactly where it is and just change to a more satisfying experience of it. Really what it comes down to is living the code of why your soul is here. And when that happens, you're in harmony with all the other aspects of the universe, and things tend to move a little easier for you, smooth out a little bit. Even if you know you're being challenged, you don't get thrown as much. You're coming at it from a higher perspective, which ironically makes you a little more grounded. You're up here, but you feel much more secure down here because you have that higher perspective. You can see the whole picture. You're not getting the little pinhole view of why is this happening to me. You're seeing that it's part of a much bigger fabric of growth and transformation, which is the ultimate driving force of the universe, right? So to resist it that can be pretty painful. So yeah, we're all meant to be here to grow and transform. We're all here for a purpose. That's why we would do it, is to really get to know that purpose, to meet that purpose, to become more of who we are, to live in that type of just soul level, deep in the body satisfaction, knowing that it's not about what I do, it's about how I do it, and when I do it this particular way that aligns with what my soul came here to learn about, things work out better and I feel better. And that's just an all-around better life. That's why we would do it in a very broad sense. And how might it already be showing up for you? Well, for one, we can talk about how everybody's always got something that's challenging them in their lives that might have been a repeat from childhood. It might have come up a lot. Or we can focus on right now, how whatever challenge in your life probably ties back to that pattern. It might be a karmic pattern. There might be details from past lives, this life. It might be ancestral. There's a lot of things you could get into the details. But all that's really, really important for any growth and transformation is right now. What are you being shown right now? And what's being required of you to move through it successfully? What does successfully moving through it look like? It looks like getting the right information, responding in alignment with our soul. It looks like coming out of it really satisfied with how we navigated it, not just because we won, but because we feel like we did it in alignment with our highest selves and we could back it under any circumstances, that choice. So how might it be showing up? I think you can gather it's probably showing up through the challenges in your life. That's how soul becoming, living from the soul, that's how it shows up. It drives us through challenge closer to transformation into more of who we are while shedding who we are not. This can align with astrological placements and things that are happening in the current astrology as we've seen this year. This can align with major world events like COVID that affect us on the macro level and the micro personal level. How might it be showing up? If there's something that just keeps showing up from different angles, different people, you could cut the cord with one person and then it shows up in another. If there's a pattern that jumps from home life to work to your relationship to food or movement, it's likely there's something in there that holds alchemical information for soul growth and transformation, for becoming more of your soul. So that's how it might be showing up. Anything that really feels like repetitively challenging, things that we feel almost an overreaction of emotion to. Like, you know, this person just said this one little thing, but you can't get it off your mind and you don't know why. That's the kind of thing where it holds a deeper key if we were just to get quiet with that and pull that thread. So that kind of answers the questions of the very basics of living from the soul, why we would do it, and how it's a natural part of our existence to grow ever further towards who we are as a soul. That's why we're here, right? To take all this human stuff and transmute it into really amazing, highly energetic, beautiful, good karma that integrates and furthers the universe, right? That's like our whole purpose for all of us deep down, and that's the mechanism through which our lives tend to work out for us best. All that being said, there's a lot more to it. I will talk about this further, but for now, that's just a little breakdown to get you started.